Hi guys, welcome down to Living Golf Academy. Today we're going to check out the best beast 3 wood for 2019. Right then guys, so many of you guys watching will struggle with driver off the tee, so you'll always love dropping down to that favourite 3 wood. But we don't want to give up any distance really, so I'm looking for the 3 wood that's going to bomb it the longest off the tee for 2019 and get you even longer than you've been with driver, longer than you've been with your old 3 wood, and really beasting it out there. And I have got 3 beauties to put side by side. So I've got the Ping G410, the Titleist Ts3, the Epic Flash Sub-Zero, and the TaylorMade M5 3 woods. So I've got all of them set where it's all about ball speed, all about distance. I'm going to hit 5 real shots with each. I'm going to see who is the beast for 2019. Right then guys, so like I said at the start, a lot of you guys struggle with driver, and that's length of shaft, maybe not being able to get enough loft on it. So you want to hit 3 wood because it's solid, it gets you in play. But a lot of you guys maybe feel that by having to drop down to 3 wood, you really sacrifice a lot of distance. Now, to be fair, I've done a huge amount of testing this year, and there's some great fairway woods. So I've got the 4 3 woods that I spoke about. We're going to hit 5 real balls on GC Quad as ever, show you some ball flight, give you a little bit of feedback on looks and feel, but I've spoken a bit more about that in the individual reviews, and we're going to see which one really bombs it out there. So we're going to go with the G410 first off. Now, I'll be honest, this was a massive surprise for me when I tested this. Never really had off the floor a 3 wood that's performed anything like this. So this I'm hitting off a tee. For me personally, I'm more bothered about it working off the floor than the tee, but for you guys who struggle with driver, this is all about the tee shots with these 3 woods. So 5 real balls, G410 to start. So good strike, drawing back, might even hit some fairways with that. So certainly a good start. And if I'm being honest, even if you get driver fitted really correctly for you, there's every chance a lot of you guys off a tee are going to get very much kind of driver launch conditions with launch angle, spin rates, and then that shorter shaft really does help with that centeredness of strike. I mean, I've even had a few guys who have had drivers with a bit of loft with 3 wood length shaft to help them strike it better. And again, felt fantastic, definitely getting out there, and very consistent to start with. So I do think this, you know, really, it does feel very quick off the club face. And again, I know a lot of you guys watching are just going to be saying, why don't I just hit 3 wood off every tee? And the answer would be that I don't feel that I struggle with driver. And up until this year, I've never really found a fairway wood that I like off the tee. So last couple with G410. Again, just very boring, straight down the middle, and very consistent on distances. And the key here is I'm not going to take out anything that's a little bit of a miss hit, because I'm not going to hit everything perfectly every time, and I do want to see how it performs on those little miss hits. Oh, that felt big. Turned over a bit more. And again, huge. Right, so certainly a very good start for G410. So let's switch over onto Titleist Ts3. Right, so definitely G410 lived up to that beast tag that we gave them at the start. Ts3. Now, anyone who's watched my recent stuff will know that I've just put Ts3 driver in the bag for 2019. Some great numbers out of that. Really feel I hit a lot of good shots. Let's see how the 3 wood stacks up. So good, bit shapy, and again not bad. So getting out there, good distance, but definitely a little bit more shape on that than I saw with the majority with the ping. Good start. Okay, shot 2. And again, nice and accurate. Is it long? It's pretty good. Now, definitely for me, even off those first couple, doesn't feel as quick off the face with the Titleist, so doesn't really feel like I'm massively getting it out there, but that's where we'll look at the numbers at the end and just see where kind of feel and what you actually do can be a little bit different. And again, very solid. Loving these 3 woods. Not quite as long that time. Last couple. So that one definitely felt a little bit necky, but pretty good on distance, and accuracy was very, very good. So last one. So I think we've seen some good consistency so far, but we've not seen that extra long one from this. So let's see if we can really get one out there. Again, pretty solid, very accurate, and yeah, good. Some good shots, some good performance. Not 100% sure out of the first 2 which one would be the best, but that will move us nicely into the Epic Flash Sub-Zero. Now, certainly in driver, this was very, very close to going in my bag. Just felt Ts3 in driver. Just edged it a little bit, but again, be interesting to see if the 3 wood, if Ts3 is better, or whether the Callaway gets back in the running now. That felt superb. Turning over a little bit, and that is huge. So that first one there was very, very close to kind of my average driver numbers. Now, yeah, it did turn a little bit more, but that was super long for a 3 wood. And again, definitely look like I'm getting a touch more shape with this one. And again, though, pretty good. Right. So let's try and maybe not shape this one quite as much. That felt good. So I aimed a little right there and it's not turned quite as much as the previous one. Again, super performance. And it's funny, I don't think, even though this has got flash face technology in it, I don't think it feels as quick off the face as driver. Now I know, obviously less loft does mean more speed, but it doesn't feel like it really jumps off the face, and definitely the sound and feels very different with fairway wood than it is with driver. Again, all day long I'd take that. Getting good distance. Now, I had a couple of really big ones here, so let's really go at this and see if I can get 290. filling in a shape. Again, not bad. Great distance. Right guys, so that's Callaway Epic Flash Sub-Zero. Moves us into our final fairway wood, the TaylorMade M5. Right then, so as ever, TaylorMade continuing to make very, very good product. In fact, Justin Rose is still sticking with TaylorMade fairway woods for now, despite his great success with the Honma equipment that he's moved across to. So, 5 shots, M5. Let's see if this is the beast. So that is high, turning a little bit more than I would want. Very, very good on carry. Certainly that one seemed to just fly a little bit higher than some of the previous ones. This is still down to 13 degree. Now, if I'm being honest, some of these 3 woods, if I go back 20 years, they're probably the same length shaft as drivers were then, and not a million miles off the loft of some of the drivers. So probably the distance you'd have been hitting drivers 20 years ago are these 3 woods. Now that felt ripped. Again, good. I mean, the strike felt really, really solid there. Big high shot. Again, I'm trying not to look at the numbers on top of quad. Just caught a quick one on ball speed there, and that was still pretty good. Oh yes. Might be a dilemma this. This could actually be my shootout for fairway wood. Last couple. So I have to say that very, very long one I hit with the Sub-Zero was a big surprise. Wasn't expecting to get one out quite that far with 3 wood. Again, very good. Not quite as long that time, but felt really good solid strike. And one final one. Let's get this one really out there. Give it as much as I can. Oh, doesn't get any better than that. Not with that 3 wood. Again, over 250 and over 270. Right guys, so let's look at the numbers. Like I said, super long, all kind of set up to really maximize distance for me. But let's see which is the beast 3 wood for 2019. Right then guys, so interesting. I mean, I always say a benchmark for ball speed with me is anything 150 or above with a 3 wood is quick. Now, I would expect to be a little quicker on the floor because I'm hitting down, de-lofting it a little bit, but those are fast. And when we look at that, you know, M5 slightly slowest. Did feel that, to be fair, when I was hitting the shots. Very, very quick with the flash. Spin numbers all round about that 3,000. Again, even though the TaylorMade one launched low, had a bit more spin, which maybe just got it stalling. And we look at the carry distances there. Ts3, M5 and G410 very, very close together, but Epic Flash just big. You know, launching well, spinning like a driver, and at 254, 273 average, that's super long, so that's our winner. Right then guys, so I've said it during the video a few times, what is the beast 3 wood for 2019? And I mean beast, not best. So it was all about, for those guys who maybe don't hit driver, what's really going to get them a lot of distance off the tee as a 3 wood. And we saw there very, very tight between 3, but a clear winner with the Callaway Epic Flash 3 wood. Right guys, so I hope you've enjoyed the video. A little bit of fun in this one, but you know, a bit of seriousness for those guys who do struggle with driver. Doesn't mean dropping down to 3 wood has to cost you a lot of distance. If you get a 3 wood that can give you those driver launch conditions, you're still going to have lots of accuracy, lots of distance, and really enjoy your game. So comment below, let me know if you're one of those guys that needs to drop down to 3 wood. I'll get back to as many people as I can. Click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to make sure that you get my videos as soon as they drop. Follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Ali Taylor Golf. Hopefully catch up with some of you guys down here in the future. Stay in contact.